Happy Self Love Sunday. I am Moe Sass, the host of Self Love Sundays with Sass. If you are new to my podcast videos, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you pull up a seat and enjoy my content. I am a certified life coach, and if you are interested in life coaching, I currently am offering a 4 and 12 session package. And for Mother's Day, I'm actually offering 10% off. If you're interested, please email me at info@moesass.com. And that's info at moesass.com. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your journeys are going well. So today I came to talk to you about the morning after. So I have been talking on my podcast for the last couple of weeks about this leadership course that I've been a part of. This amazing, amazing, amazing program that has just catapulted my knowledge in so many areas. And I'm just going to say this. If you are any sort of leader, which every single one of us are leaders. Whether you're leading in your home, whether you're leading on your job, whether you're leading the charge out here living your purpose, you are a leader. And as a leader, we get to always better our best. And what does that mean? We're always working on self-development. We're always working on, educating ourselves so that when we get out here to this world and we get on these platforms, we can give the world the best of us. I like to say that I am walking and living my dream right now. And that is this. This is my purpose, helping people get the life they so desperately desire. So as leaders, I would always say if it's one nugget you can take away is that is always better your best. There are some brilliant programs out there. And this one happened to take me to the highest of heights. And I'm so proud. And I'm actually representing my team today by wearing our team hoodies. And my capsule that I received from one of the coaches that was running the program that was helping me along my journey. So it's so important and it's so awesome, and I now have a forever group of people in my life. I like to call them my soul tribe. We all need one, and the soul tribe is very different than your friends, right? Your friends are just along your journey. They've seen you from when, whatever level you started becoming their friends up until this point, right? But your friends, they like to do certain things with you, but then there's certain things that you that you open yourself up to that your friends are looking at you like, don't know about that, not gonna do that, right? So you fall into a soul tribe, and what the soul tribe is, they are on the same wavelength as you. They are interested sort of in some of the same things you are. They get you're crazy. And by crazy, I mean they get the path that you're on, right? Where your friends are looking at you like you're crazy, but you're truthfully not. You're just leveling up and going to higher heights. And this is what I mean when I start the discussion on the morning after. After you've been awakened, whether that is through a leadership program or whether that's through being with a life coach or a therapist after a certain amount of time, because the reason, and I'm just going to back up a second, the reason why I only offer 4 and 12 session packages is because my job is to put myself out of a job. And what that means is that when a person comes to work with me, my job is to get them the transformation as quick as possible so they can go out and live their life of their dreams. And, and they get to move on and I get to move on. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. When the student is really ready, the teacher disappears, right? So that's what I believe, and that's my philosophy. It's not to have you dependent and stuck with me forever. Of course, we get to work alongside each other at that point, and then there's always other things that we can get into. But that is why I only offer 4 and 12 session packages. So the morning after the awakening is what I call it. I'm going to talk about what happened to me. I went through this program. It was 19 days of, let me tell you something, of intense, intense, rigorous, enlightening, and powerful training. And now that I'm on the other side of it, we graduated yesterday. I am forever changed. I am forever. I cannot. It's one of those things where you wake up in the morning and say, where do I go from here? I cannot go back. I cannot go back to the way I used to be. And that song kept playing in my head this morning. There's this spiritual song that says, I can't go back to where I used to be. Your love has forever changed me, or something like that. And that's exactly how I feel. Like, now that I'm on this new wavelength, this new height, I feel like I talk about the levels in life, right? So I always say that if you want to say there's 20 levels in life, call it what you want, right? There's people who meet you at certain levels. Say that someone met you at level 3 and they drop off your life at level 5. Well, they can only talk about what happened from level 3 through 5, right? And then you meet people from level 5, and then they see you in this place and they have no idea what you used to look like when you were on level 3, right? And they're like, so they come and meet you at level 5, and they get to meet who you are, and see who you are in this experience. But I feel like what happened to me was, I felt like in life I was like on level 5, and I just did this program, and now I'm telling you, I feel like I'm on level 15. Like, that's how much I feel like I jumped. If there's 20 levels in life, right, I feel like I'm on level 15 from level 5. Hello, somebody. It was just that amazing. And now that I am where I am, I can't go back. So I woke up this morning and I was like, wow. And then comes the morning. So I like to talk about this because even my clients go through this awakening period after they finish working with me. And it's funny because sometimes we have to kind of walk the walk before we could talk about it. Now I get what they mean when they're like, okay, what do I do? I woke up in the morning and there's no more sessions with you, right? And I'm like, you get to use the tools that I provided to you, right? To keep on going on, because now that you are forever changing, you're doing these new things, you get to go use those tools, and then you keep to go on and better your best. Now I truly know what that feels like this morning. I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh my God, like, what do I do? Like, I was with this incredible team of people for 19 days. Some didn't last, just to be very honest with you. And then some did. And I got to walk through this incredible journey with them. And I woke up this morning like, what do I do now? And then I realized this. What do I do now? Nothing has to change in terms of, I get to still talk to those team of people. I get to now talk to those amazing coaches, and we call them captains, that were a part of the program, now just on a very different level, right? I'm no longer a student in terms of I am a part of the program, so to speak, but I am forever a student of life. And I just want to say that too, when I talked about, leaders bettering their best, you always get to be a student in life. If you ever cease to be a student, you die. And it doesn't mean that you physically are in the ground, but spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you die. We should always be looking to feed ourselves with knowledge, and you can learn from anyone. Let me tell you something. If there's one thing that I've learned, is that you can learn from anyone. You can learn from that homeless person that's on the corner, because just because they don't have a home doesn't mean that they are not anointed with with something, right? You can learn from them just as much as you can learn from a CEO of a company. So never, ever, ever stop being the student of this world, and also being a teacher. Many times we go through life and we learn things and we harbor and keep it to ourselves. Let me tell you something, leaders. As you go through and as you learn on this journey, share. That's why I show up here every Sunday, to share your experience. I get to share my experience of going through the most amazing. I've done many. And let me tell you something. When I say many, I mean many personal development programs, programs that stretch you, programs that seek to, break you through by breaking you down, right? I've gone through so many. I've never, ever in my life gone through such an awakening as I have with this program. And I get nothing from talking about them. There's no sort of commission, there's no sort of anything. I just want to state that up front. It is just that they have truly, truly changed my life. And this is the thing, when you come across something that changes your life like that, it is your duty to share that with people. It is your duty to share that with people because there's somebody out there who, like me, who wants to be awakened on some level. So share your things with those people, right? Just like I told my life coaching my life coaching students, we would call them that, right? They are really leaders in their own right. It's just my job to help them awaken to some things, to share their experience. Share me. Don't harbor me all to yourself. Share that because there's someone out there who is looking for this awakening. They're looking to awaken something that's within them. Many times, just like me, I went on this search and this quest to find something, and what I found was me on such a higher plane that it's really hard for me to explain to people. It's just that this is the way that I explain it to people. It's just it's like there was these shoes that were specially made for me. I always saw them. I always knew they were mine, but I just never fully stood in them. And this program helped me stand in my shoes at a level that even in this moment, I'm trying to explain emotionally and I cannot. It was like I stepped into my God purpose driven shoes and it lit me up from the inside out. From the inside out. And everything that I thought and everything that I knew has changed. Everything. Everything. Everything that I thought. And here's what I really figured out in that too. You don't know what you don't know. Okay? In the beginning, all the things that I thought, everything that I thought it wasn't it. And now that I'm on the other side and it's the morning after, and I'm saying to myself, where do I go from here? Where do I, what do I do with all of that? I realize I get to come here and sit and share with you that my life is forever changed. And because my life is forever changed, yours will be too, because you'll get to experience me now on this level. As with my clients, when they leave from me, their family and friends and their new soul tribe, if they've listened to me, because they will have found that soul tribe, will get to experience them on a whole new level. And how do leaders lead? They lead by example. And what I mean by that is it will never be my words. It will get to be you guys seeing me walk this walk out. Walk it out. It is leading by example. It is never someone's words. It really isn't. A lot of us get hung into people's fancy words. These people we follow on social media, we get hung up on their fancy words. But I challenge you to watch their walk, and also to understand that you're seeing them at a level of success, not seeing the levels before then. I had to crawl, dig, fight, scream, cry, kick, holler from level 1 to 15. Some of you are just seeing my videos now, so you get to see me on level 15. But understand and know that it was extremely, extremely hard work to get to this level. And with that being said, when you reach out to a life coach and you reach out to a therapist, understand that we get no credit in the fact that it is you who will be doing all of the hard work. We are simply guides. I always say that I am like an aide in the village. I am just sent to walk alongside of you along your journey to help you get to the other side. Because so often we get stuck in the darkness. And the darkness to me is, I always say that there's no difference between faith and fear. It really isn't. I don't really care what you believe in as far as a higher power. I say this all the time. Some people is the universe, some people is a tree, some people is God, some people is Allah, some people is Buddha. Whatever that is, doesn't matter to me. The thing is, there is faith and fear. It's all darkness. It's just a choice of whether I'm going to be fearful in the darkness or I'm going to have faith that I've always, whether I truly want to admit it or not, have been led to the other side. And on the other side, there's always been something greater and always been something better if we open up our minds and our hearts to allow that in, right? Always, always something better. There's always been a lesson, whether or not what we took from that lesson or not, it's always been there. And everything that you desire and everything that you want out of this life is in there. It's in there. Stop being afraid. Have faith that every single thing that you want in this life, you can have. If you are unsure and you need some things to be unlocked, reach out to me. info@moesass.com. If it's not me, there is other programs out there. If you're interested in learning more about the program that I went through, reach out to me. I will definitely share and I will definitely tell you. But I'm also want to say this. I want to always say, I want to also say this because I'm getting rid of buts in my life and I'm adding ands on. Thanks to a wonderful, wonderful coach of that in my life, Henry. I'm gonna add that and on, and even if you are fearful, I'm gonna tell you this: the reason why I was extremely successful in that program, the reason why I'm extremely successful as a life coach is because even if I'm scared, I do it scared. I don't allow fear to hold me back. I don't allow fear to hold me down. I do it scared. With the understanding that no matter how far I jump off that cliff, there's always going to be a safety net. Always, always, always there. It's always there. You're just too afraid. Jump. Take that leap. It's the best thing I could have ever done for me. Is taking that leap. This woman that you see today, she is here because she always does it scared. I cry. I break down. I do it all. I throw fits. Ask people who've dated me before. They'll tell you. I throw fits, right? But throughout all of that, I did it. Throughout all of that, I've come through the other side. That's what I've come to tell you today. Oh, but in the morning, after you've walked through that fear, after you've done it scared, after you've jumped, after you've leaped, after you kicked, cried, screamed, broken down, on the other side is the breakthrough. On the other side is happiness. On the other side is healing. On the other side is joy. On the other side is love. On the other side is that business. On the other side is that book. On the other side is that husband or that wife you desire. On the other side is everything that you're dreaming of. Do you understand that? On the other side is that. All you have to do is say, I am going to do it scared. I'm going to reach out to that coach. I'm going to ask Mo about that program that she went through that has her sitting over here smiling and happy just to be smiling and happy. There's nothing happening for me right now other than the fact that I woke up and I'm smiling and I'm happy. Hello. On the other side is everything you want. All you have to do is say, I'm gonna do it scared. No fear will hold me back any longer from accomplishing my dreams. I love you. I hope you have the most fantastic Sunday. info@moesass.com. And I spell Mo, M-O-E, because my grandmother called me Momo. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I will talk to you next week from Florida because my baby is going to Disney. Her World's team made it and I get to go watch her cheer her last and final competition. So I will be a crazy cheer mom. I hope that I have a voice on Sunday. Let me say that. So if I don't, I will definitely let you know. I love you for listening. Let's get to the other side, my good people.